EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 13.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say, you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Fielded at the 20. excellent return that time. 26 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the ready.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Smash. Red. Red. Cycle. Rail. Yellow. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Okay, ready? Check view. Black Ultra. Yellow.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Jacobs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. There he goes, right side. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Michael Pittman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
13.
Jackson now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Lamar changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So they only needed a couple of feet there on fourth down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? Fourth and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Come on, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Strike. Check. Strike. Yellow. Zoom. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Set.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ooh, the juke.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Steal. Check. Steal. Fight.
Now they'll change things up.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Ready. Smash. Ready.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Claws red. Slide blue.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown!
Michael Pittman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
Report!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
13. Yo. Hey. Hey. You are X.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready. Hey, go Fury. Set.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Pittman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now, this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here is third and quite a ways.
Hey, report.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Watch out now. 50. Hey, go steal. 43 rail. Let's go. Charge. Set.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on, set.
2nd and 7.
Ultra. Go ultra. Strike. Strike. Hut, hut.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
6. Mega. Ready.
Back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Oh, we changed it.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This 2nd and 4.
Hey,
Right back to Mitchell here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Change it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll set up a throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Trouble, 38. Set.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Mayer. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You gotta make a move.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now it's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 61 yards.
And the Raiders are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the...
There he goes, right side. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 38-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throw left side taken in by Streets. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
First down, here's Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
These guys running back out of the backfield. Now inside the 25.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Steel, black.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Raiders,
they have indeed reached a perfect